Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here we go. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Come on, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Set. 18 Gator.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up.
Leo. Hey, Delta.
Hey, alert 3. Alert 4. Under 10.
He'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look at me. Zipper. Smoke! Leaf River!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync. Stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Ready. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Let it go.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now it's Tomlinson.
You got that right there.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
To throw on 3rd down, Murphy. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Fielded at about the 28.
Come on now. Let's go.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Let's go, fellas.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
Let's go!
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Mike, 51. 51. Let's get the ball.
Now Murphy on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Tomlinson, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Tight end right. 3 down.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Nowhere.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsay. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 6-0 our score after one.
Okay, break.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Hey, wahoo! Ready.
Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back
Set.
and see the ball
Read.
coming out of the quarterback's hands.
Go.
Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the
General
football.
West.
Watch twins.
Yo, go.
Reset.
Look, squeeze.
Check.
You're out.
Hot. Watch that.
Shoot.
Throwing again. Lawrence. That is caught at the 7. 23 yards on the play. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Go.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much
91.
time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Down.
From the 2 now,
70,
2nd and
Indy.
goal.
X3. 218, chopper.
Joker.
49, check 49.
Hey, Haywood. 5.
2nd and 2.
Tighten up.
Pull together.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
All day, baby, all day.
Ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Let's come.
Quick travel. And bring it.
Tight dog.
Fast.
51's Mike. Mike's 51. Target. Mike 51. Mike.
Yes. Hey, look, smoke.
51.
Looking to throw. Murphy. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Ready.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 lining. 15 lines. Alert. Yep. 3 down. Hey. High 7.
Off play action. Lawrence. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
All day.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
Hey, Mike 51.
To throw is Murphy. To throw from his end zone. James has got it. Complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I'm coming.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Set, ready.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the counter, it's Tomlinson. And an alley to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the ball. Off. 51, Mike. Mike 51.
Murphy now, operating from the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I'm trying to collect.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Here's Murphy. Back to the air on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
You don't want
Murphy on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now Murphy throwing on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
To throw on second down, Murphy. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Murphy. Over the middle, complete. It's Fleming. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
It's our house. Hey, it's our house. Mike, stay low. Mike.
Looking to throw. Murphy to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mike 40. We own them. We own them.
To throw is Murphy. Going to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We're taking wins home.
Check. Check. Check.
66. Pull it. Half.
Murphy now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
That's it, baby. That's it.
An 18-yard touchdown grab, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready, ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
And this is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown, baby.
A big play there.
Quick 6. That's
78 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. The extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole, See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, motion, motion, motion.
Back to throw. Murphy. He's going to fire one deep left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking to throw. Murphy got his man complete over the middle. It's James. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And nowhere to go.
Let's go. Let's do it.
He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
61, matchbox.
From the gun, Lawrence. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Butker able to put this one through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10.
Here we go.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is.
Let's go.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Go. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
This is Tomlinson. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Yeah.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's Murphy looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Here we go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's get that. Arm it.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Murphy on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's it, baby.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Motion.
Here's 2nd and 8. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we're going Mike 40, Mike 40.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
Back to throw. Murphy. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
That's what I'm
My
talking
man,
about.
it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Our defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Get it.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. Jones has it. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
Now Jones, and he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Watch 23. Bunch set. Eyes up. Bunch set.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Back.
Gone. Hey, lock it.
Ship.
Shoot.
On 1st down, Lawrence. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, then you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
This.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, pick your game up. Now. Buzz. Be ready.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now he's going to go deep down the left. It got his man complete. A big pickup of 38. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 40, check, he's coming.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go. Let's
Looking to throw. Murphy. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 85 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, up and good.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch the run. Let's go. Mike 51. Get your swerve on.
Go, Mike 51.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. The throw right sideline here is complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 70 ending.
Larry.
Let's go, defense. Let's go,
Now
defense.
Murphy on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hernandez.
That's where you belong.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Be afraid of me.
Go. No. Off. Me.
Mike 51.
Back to throw. Murphy under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
51's the Mike.
Looking to throw. Murphy. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
High seven. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
I smell.
To throw is Murphy. Throwing on 4th down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got this down to the 35. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 35-yard line.
40's the Mike. We ain't giving up.
Delta.
40's Mike.
You ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40.
Murphy now, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
6. All right, D. 40 is Mike.
Second and 4.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18.
Ready, 40, Pittsburgh. I got you, punk. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Out.
They run the counter. Tomlinson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Baby!
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, I know
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On fourth down, Murphy.
Check 9. Pick the edge. Come.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They get 6 yards going for it on fourth, and now it's first and goal.
60 out low. Cut.
Here's Murphy. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Hey, check 24.
Check it.
Here's Tomlinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick. Throwing.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will get him one closer. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Look at me. Zipper.
Safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Fire.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. And caught by Henry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Easy work.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
2 times. We got 3. We got 3.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to pour it on. Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now an even 30. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here."
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Montez Sweat, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Tomlinson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Let's go. Mike's at the flat. Mike's 40. Exit. Charlie. Let it go.
Murphy throwing on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down.
Set. Dirty base. Protein spill.
Single.
Let go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here
lead.
now is 2nd and 10.
Tight. Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. 3 down. Slams.
Hey, Sam on.
Kill.
Hey.
Kill.
Hey, exit. Get it.
To throw again, Lawrence. Complete to Jones. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Right there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.